All right. We are live once again, right here, Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing, Byhalia, Mississippi. I'm Ashley Henson. Mark Lambert's right there. We got some cream cheese and brisket, stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon. Oh my gosh. I keep telling y'all to show up, and you don't. So
it's your own fault.
It's your own fault.
I think Todd's actually on his way.
Good.
Really?
We ain't seen Todd in a minute.
Greg, I'm not late, dude. I have a clock. You're on Eastern time zone. I'm not late. Gonna give me crap.
This is just appetizer.
Yeah, this is just appetizer. We fix to make some dumplings.
Straight up dumplings.
I brought dessert. What'd you bring?
Peanut butter what?
Yeah.
Peanut butter. He said, I brought dessert and hugged my wife. I'm like, what the hell? I brought my dessert. Come and pay a bill. If you can afford the payment, man. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what we made gumbo already because it takes a while to make a little gumbo.
Yeah.
But we're gonna show y'all how to make dumplings from scratch, and then we're gonna drop them. We're gonna get this going pretty quick because it takes them a minute. So whatever self-rising flour. I mean, this Martha White, it was on sale.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use White Lily. It doesn't matter. King Arthur. Self-rising flour.
Yeah. Hey, and one thing is, I saw something on Facebook today. Make sure your flour is fresh.
Yeah, look at the date on it. This one is good through best if you September 27th, 24.
Your biscuits or whatever are not going to rise as much if your flour's old.
Right.
So,
and especially for biscuits. Now for this is kind of, we're making more like thick chewy noodles.
Yeah.
They're dumplings, but we got 3 cups of flour in here. I could probably do 4. Yeah, I think this is going to be enough. What do you think?
I think 3 will be enough.
I think 3 that 18 Magnum Light's about half full.
Yeah.
So I think it's a pretty good number. You know, I aged this buttermilk in the back of my truck today. And
about 65 degrees at 3 o'clock today.
We may use it this go round, but I don't know after that. It may be a little too cultured.
Yeah.
For Byhalia.
Yeah.
So a couple things we're going to do. First and foremost, we're going to add a little of this here buttermilk.
Hey, at least it didn't go hoop in there.
Oh,
it wasn't a clumpy.
We'll put a little Justin Wilson on us here.
We're going to put a little of that right now. Another gloop or two. And then I'm going to ease over here. Y'all not going to see it, but I'm going to take a ladle and I'm going to get the top layer of this here gumbo. And it's going to give me some of the fat like you would normally put in a biscuit with butter.
Yeah.
And it's going to give me the fat off the top of this and a little bit of that gumbo broth.
Yeah.
And that way I can finish this dumpling.
So we put chicken thighs in our gumbo roux and mixture over here, but we took out the chicken thigh meat and just put the bones in. So we browned off our chicken thigh meat and then took out the bones that we deboned the chicken thighs, and we put that back in the broth to let that kind of give all that good flavor out of those bones. And he skimmed off the fat off the top of there.
Now you can see where it's going. It ain't quite enough. I still got a lot of dry flour. So, I probably had a little less than half a cup of that buttermilk. And then I put one of those, I'm going to guess that's what, a 6-ounce ladle?
Yeah.
And I put one of those. I'm going to put a little more, maybe half that amount again, because you can't take it out.
Yeah. Gary said he would be here, but he's replacing a water heater. Dang, Gary.
Hate that.
He ain't replacing the water heater.
Oh.
He might be having one.
He might be watching it.
Oh, he's spectating.
I don't know.
Well, you can come here and watch a TV show. What's up, Caden Blake?
So I went a little too much.
Maybe.
Just show you.
Speaking.
I went half, and half was still too much.
Yeah. What is it? What is that?
That's a piece of sausage in there.
Oh,
It'll
good
be
deal.
all right.
Hey,
That's
be all
bomb.
right. Be all right. Them dumplings want it.
That's fodder.
So I'm going to add 2. And now I'm going to stir. And I'm going to bring this back together until the rest of that flour has been incorporated into this dough. It's still a little sticky. It's going to take a little bit more.
And you got to play around with it almost every time you do this.
Yeah, and you know, they tell you not to overwork your dough. For dumplings, it doesn't hurt to overwork it because
Biscuits, true.
you want for biscuits, yeah, you want them tender. These can be a little chewy. You want some gluten built up, and that's what you're doing when you're working your dough.
I like gluten.
I like gluten. I'm a glutinous individual.
I'm a gluten guy.
So before
As
I
you can
turn this
tell.
out, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this because it needs it, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna start turning some flour out right
We're
here.
gonna dirty up the counter.
I wiped it a while ago.
Yenny.
The G-Man's recovering, thank goodness he has pneumonia.
Yeah.
He got the pneumonia
How's his back? Well, everything's getting better right now. Cool.
because he ain't doing nada.
He shaved his mustache.
He did. No more Juan Jeremy.
No more Juan Jeremy.
Yeah, I was thinking Dirty Sanchez.
So
Either way.
that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that dough that's not too sticky.
He looked like he was about to take something from you.
So before I turn it out, I'm gonna hit it again, and then we're gonna turn it back onto here. And then we'll proceed to put a little flour on my hand. We're gonna work it a little bit, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna work build a little more gluten up, and it's also
See, we're opposite of gluten free around here.
it's also going to toughen this
We
dough a
pay
little bit.
dearly for our gluten-free.
Hey, you ain't lying.
That's what happens when you do this is it toughens the dough, and that's okay. I got to go get me my rolling pin because I forgot to bring it
I
out.
get it.
So,
Go ahead.
so am I
You know where it
calling
at?
Yeah.
myself out by saying when I do kind of stuff like this in my kitchen, I get flour everywhere,
It happens.
all over me, the floor.
It's
Yeah.
part of it.
Okay, so I'm not alone.
No, you're not alone.
Not at all.
I might pull all this stuff out of this drawer down here. I know it. Oh, and get a pizza cutter too while you're in that drawer. It's in one of them drawers.
Making dumplings, you go, oh my
Yeah, that's all right.
Don't worry about it. I clean everything anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, mine's good about helping or getting there and cleaning it up. But I make it.
Stuff that's on it won't hurt.
Jim makes a mess.
Yeah, there you go. Pizza cutter.
Clean as it goes. I
He
said,
does
just
a
kill me
lot.
right
So
now.
I do a lot.
I want to
yeah.
take that blue bowl in the kitchen over there and at least rinse it out and start wiping things out.
All right, so
Washed it out.
you got to get your rolling pin here. All right, guys.
Rolling with my homies.
And I'm gonna try to
Hey,
keep this thing kind of square.
Excuse me. Hey, Buck, I know you want right there. Buck's trying to be the co-host. Brave wearing black, working with flour. I mean, if we get dirty, we get dirty.
I mean,
That's what
Come
they make
on, man.
washers for.
Dirk Mullins looking good, boys. Man,
if you had never had dumplings, then you ain't never been to old school Martin Ashley. This is the second time that we've had this.
we tried it the first time,
First time.
and we liked it so much.
It had to go down again.
Backed by popular demand.
Back by popular demand.
I mean, we did it at the 10th inning.
No, that was
That,
that was dumpling queso.
that wasn't even. I don't know if you could have even considered that gumbo.
I don't think you could.
We got-
tasty.
That was yeah.
Yeah, it was. We had people jumping over fences to eat that stuff, but somehow we didn't win people's
We didn't
choice.
get eyeballed good enough.
Yeah,
If the line was there, just to taste.
yeah.
So we're gonna hit the top of this, y'all. Dry this up good.
Yeah.
And I got plenty of. I got a little bit of gluten built up because it's springy. It's springing back.
I know. Yeah, it's like me and sausage balls. You got to get away from them.
Those things are good. ain't they?
He said I can't stop eating.
They got a little comeback flavor, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
But what do you want?
You could serve them in restaurants for sure.
I don't know if you could afford them, but you could serve them.
Yeah, brisket Philly. ABT.
So once you roll these dudes out good and flat, I just use my pizza cutter. My grandma didn't use no pizza cutter.
No.
She used a butter knife, and she went
Yeah. Scored it all the way down.
all the way down. And it was perfect.
Yep.
I ain't that good. I just go down through here.
But please don't be afraid of making dumplings.
Oh,
It's as easy as it gets. I mean, you can go. Look, I'm not against the 4-pack cheap Waffle buttermilk biscuit from the Piggly Wiggly. I like them.
We've done it here.
Yep. But this is how you make them. We wanted to show you something. You know, you can go buy biscuits and do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to make dumplings.
G-Man said, no worry about
No, what are you about, G-Man?
it. No worry about
And I just like to make little squares, y'all. I don't make them too big because they don't want a 2-bite dumpling. You want a 1-bite dumpling.
Yeah.
Because they're going to swell a mite. So I just go through here and make the postage stamp size or so, knowing they're going to swell. And if one's a little bigger than the other, I ain't mad at it. But this is all you got to do. Chicken and dumplings,
Dang.
ham and dumplings,
Dang.
dumplings.
Me and Mike have been in a contest.
Oh, really? It's a showdown.
There. Now, before you pick them up, you got those cut edges. I like to come in with a little bit more and just make sure they don't stick together too much.
And the meat is still tender. Before you get it on the hot fat, you go
Hey.
to the spice.
Uh-oh. Who was that, Jenna?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hey, Caden, we'll call you after the show.
Wish he was here to have some dumplings with us.
Yeah, man.
heck yeah.
So here we're going to do, y'all. We got these over on the blaze in the Magnalite, and I'm just going to go over and drop these guys.
Yeah.
I'm just going to drop them and try a little at a time, and they're going to float. Now, when the dumplings float, I'm going to mash them down so they all get wet and they start to cook, and all of them kind of separate. But they're going to be floating when they're raw. And when you start to see them start to drop and sink, that's when they're starting to get done. And when you get broth on top of the dumplings, they're usually about done.
Yep.
So,
But make sure to flour this good because those things will stick together. So make sure there's plenty of flour here.
yeah, as you can see,
And all that, if you're going to put flour in your gumbo or in your chicken stock at the time, it's only going to thicken the soup, whatever you got going on.
I'm going to get a little of this flour because if not, I'm just going to throw it
Don,
away.
this is a live chat. I just don't know about the red box. When we're going to have the red box. So instead of explaining it to you on a live video, I was going to email you later.
All right. Now, I'm just going to take these over here and I'm going to drop them. In here with Merle.
In here with Merle the squirrel.
That's a pretty good number.
So Don, email Mark at ssomd.com and he'll be glad to answer your question.
We got to start over from scratch.
So I'm here for dumplings. Don't disappoint, brothers. Oh, Hurricane. You know I'm not disappointing, brother. We just made homemade dumplings. I hope you saw that. And then we got chicken gumbo going over here, chicken and sausage and a little limb chicken squirrel in there. And then, but we dropped dumplings in.
It's non-traditional. Yes, we know this.
Hey,
But we also know that we've done it before.
and it was good.
And it was good.
Yeah.
Just like we made gumbo and we put cheese in it.
Yeah.
Velveeta.
It was
We got our
so
nose.
good.
Our Louisiana friends would have turned their nose up at us, but it was good.
It was really good. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, Mike Brown, you doing it over there, son?
The goodies are on the side.
There is some goodies on the side. That wooden spoon, wooden paddle over there scraping that Magnalite. Daniel, get away from them torpedoes.
Fantastic.
You're gonna die now. That's a Tijuana torpedo.
Woo. I drank some of that coffee. I'm gonna have to come out of this jacket.
It's warm in your blood, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. I need it. This camera's kind of like your side mirrors. Things, items in this mirror may appear larger.
Well, they say the camera adds 10 pounds.
Yeah, there's
We've
3
got
cameras.
4
Kinda like
on
the
There's 3 cameras. There's 3 cameras on me right now.
It could be a camera, it could be freshman years, all kind of stuff.
Son, 30 years plus.
It could be Gumplins.
Yeah, it could be gum.
Could be Gumpin.
It could be just Thursday nights in general.
Could be 30. Yeah, could be old school. But
Poor Daniel, he saw the Daniel Pepper.
Yeah. It could be them torpedoes. They also add 10 pounds.
hey, what did we say? What we want to do? We want to freeze some of these or what?
Yeah. Man, ain't no way we're gonna eat all that. What did it shock you? What happened?
I done booby trapped on somebody getting him.
Daniel done electrocuted that pan, boy.
You done put the electric fence?
Yeah. If you didn't catch the first of the show, we made these brisket. Well, how do you explain it, Mark?
They call them ABTs, atomic buffalo turds. Is kind of the internet name for it.
Yeah.
But Big Jim and Susan brought a thing of jalapenos. He went through and cored them out, cut them in half, and got the seeds and the membrane out.
Uh-huh.
And then I had some leftover. We made a brisket Philly cheese here the other day.
Uh-huh.
So I had onions and peppers and brisket and pepper jack cheese.
That was Monday. It was
Uh-huh.
beautiful.
And then so I took that leftover and mixed it with 2 8-ounce blocks of softened cream cheese.
Yeah.
And then we just stirred it all together, and he stuffed those peppers with it. And then Danny wrapped them in some of that brine thick cut bacon, and we put them on the Yoder smoker. At
Peyton Aldridge's Yoder.
yeah,
Smoker,
by the way.
250
degrees for about 30 minutes, and we cranked up to 350 degrees
Yeah.
to finish them. They probably took an hour, didn't they?
Yeah.
And man, and then we took some of Bill Mann's Texas Pit
Texas
Grit,
Pit Grit.
which is, and it's a really good, got a lot of Spanish flavors. Got chili and cumin and stuff in it. But as with all Bill Mann stuff, it's excellent. But that went really good on that deal there. And then Vince Culinata at Smoking Wizard, he's down in Texas in the Houston area. He's got this orange chipotle glaze. And we just drizzled it right on there when it came off.
That was good.
And let me tell you, this stuff is fire. He's got all kinds of glazes, but this one's my favorite.
What's the difference between those and Texas Twinkies?
None.
Just depending on where we live. What you want to
The
call
name?
Okay. The name. We not in Texas.
How's it doing?
Freaking son.
Oh, yeah, you got all the goodie off of it.
I don't know.
Man, look at this.
I call
I
them
know
good.
before the
That's
goodies
what I
come
call
out.
them. You know Daniel does.
Did
you need
Did you need another one? Now, you think that's a good decision?
My take-home platter is dwindling.
You better raccoon your wife a couple of them.
I'm gonna tell you,
My wife.
hey, they ain't gonna make it out of the parking lot.
I don't think so.
Really, I mean, those are probably they're on up there. I mean,
They're
Oh,
on
this is as good as I've had.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it's that brisket Philly mix.
That brisket
Oh,
Philly
man,
makes pretty good.
That's fire.
And the
Three,
meat of the
5,
peppers
9
is
pounds.
tender.
Yeah,
It's not mush where it's overcooked.
Right.
yeah,
And the bacon fat mixed with the brisket.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, they're pretty special.
Okay.
That one right there is pretty cremated, but
No, you haven't bit into it yet.
man,
Now,
Bacon
you'd think it's cremated. It's just right.
culinary duct tape. That's what bacon is.
So these were a thing for a long time ago when the barbecue forum first came out. This was the big deal in the barbecue forum, the ABT.
Yeah.
But
Santa Claus is over.
Twinkies if you're
Hey.
in Texas.
You wanna know what's great? It's Santa Claus over here stirring our gumbo.
how about this? I bet we do this.
Hold on. Get back over there, Mike Brown.
How about that? Uh-huh.
Now that's great.
Those are pretty darn
That's
good.
great stuff right there.
Hell fell off the shelf.
Yeah.
No, that's Delbert. I'd say if you had the camera up there, you do one of these and you go.
Look at I'm gonna go find that scene and that'll be our thumbnail for this. It's him going.
So gumbo, we browned the chicken, browned the sausage.
Yep.
Then we added in
Brown the squirrel.
browned the squirrel. We added in our Trinity. We had 2 pints of Trinity.
Yep.
And an extra onion.
Yeah.
And then we added some water. We added some yellow can. We added a little Riley's Firefly dust.
Good on anything.
And we blackened our squirrel in Riley's Firefly dust, actually.
Yeah.
And then what else? We put a little magic packet in there. Magic syrup. If you hadn't had that, you got to have it on pretty much everything. It's a gravy soup such as that.
Why not? It did kick it up. Like it was kind of the gumbo was kind of bland a little bit.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you threw in that packet,
It wasn't.
and then it wasn't.
And then it wasn't. A little bit of Louisiana Pepper Exchange cayenne puree.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got any of it left. Look who's in here, Todd.
What's up, Todd? What's going on, Gavin?
I don't have it left, but they make a cayenne puree. It's way better than just doing hot sauce.
Yeah.
So we put that in there. It's not too much heat. It cooks down really good with the gumbo. Give it great flavor.
Stale Cracker always uses cayenne
He puts
puree.
big gloops out
Yeah.
of half gallons.
He's
of
got
it.
handles of that
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm gonna be obtaining a bunch of it this year at the Hogs for the Cause.
Charles Martin. I fell off a 10-foot ladder this weekend putting up Christmas lights and broke my collarbone.
Good
It's
Lord.
something to do with gravity. Ouch!
Gravity. It was gravity.
Gravity. Woo woo. You've talked to woo woo, had you? Blame it on gravity.
Gravity got you.
Gravity got you.
Yeah, you know, that meant for gravity and wouldn't have mattered.
You would have stayed where you was. That's what you woo woo would have said. You see that pecan right there? It stay where it is. I just dropped it in fall. It wouldn't even fall. It stay right where it was.
Don't worry about it.
Gravity got it.
Where did pecan?
In the pecan. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, it's about time for another Cajun weekend.
It is.
I'll
We gotta have to book that.
We gotta book that.
Yes, please.
I don't know when it'll be. Speaking of booking, we got March 8th and 9th, Weekend of Champions, Memphis and May style cooking class with Mark Lambert and James Cruz and the guys from Hometown Barbecue.
Yep.
Scott Guy, Dusty Wally. So,
Cheese Queen may make an appearance.
oh really? She ancillary. Oh, she's with
Yep.
Hometown. That's right. I was like ancillary.
Maybe
From World
Holly's
Food.
husband maybe show up.
Yeah. So they got a lot of people. Holly's husband. So we got Mark is going to be teaching the shoulder class.
Yep.
James Cruz will be teaching the rib portion, and Hometown Barbecue will be teaching the whole hog division. And man, it's just when you line it up, $800 per person. I mean, and then $500 for your spouse. It's a great deal to learn. It's an investment, but so is Memphis and May. So why not go the best tools they are and learn from the best, learn from some of the previous champions and not too long ago. No, we're not saying, hey, these guys won 30 years. No. They're proven champions.
Yep.
Here in the last few years. Probably the latest was Hometown Barbecue winning whole hog last year.
Yep.
And
then the year before we won shoulder.
year before we
And
won
then
shoulder.
maybe a year or two before that, James won ribs, and he
Yeah.
got second, or like a couple years before that too.
And Hometown's been up there the last few years.
19 won first place hog.
Second, and then they didn't have it in 2020, and then they got second place in 21.
Yep.
And then I was on the team on 22, and we didn't do so well. So then I left.
Next thing you know,
Yeah,
back in the game.
back in the game. Yeah, I think I was the skull on that. So
Tell them what we're planning for the 10th of February.
10th of February, maybe tentatively. Gotta look at all the schedules. But we're looking at a steak class, SCA style steak class, right here in Byhalia, Sweet Swine of Mine. Me and Big Jim Hudgens and Mark Lambert. Mark Lambert's going to take you through the anatomy of the loin and picking out a steak. And then me and Jim are going to have two separate styles of cooking, and you can see those. I'm not saying it's the right way. You have to find your right way and your techniques, but we're going to show you two different styles of techniques. And then
Nothing negates practice.
yeah, and this class doesn't take over practice. It's just giving you some ideas and see what works for you. You still have to
little
pick up
tips and tricks.
You still have to pick up the bat and hit it. I'm not swinging it for you.
There's going to be some details you're going to learn. It ain't
That's
just
right.
about cooking the steak. It's about some details and turning it in,
Yeah.
how to make it look right, how to position it.
So February 10th, we're going to do that attentively, and if everybody's schedule works out. But there'll be more to come on that. I'm sitting here drinking coffee, folks. It's good.
How'd that coffee turn out?
Man, yeah.
Mine's really good.
Some Dunkin' coffee.
I'm drinking how it was supposed to be intended to be drinking. That's black.
Strong and black.
Yeah,
I had to flavor mine up.
yeah.
I had to flavor mine up. I'm a winner.
Speaking of coffee, I'm always looking for sponsors on this show. So if anybody from Black Rifle Coffee Company is looking, I'd really like a sponsorship on this show, along with, of course, the original Bomb Pop Company. I'm going to keep tagging you. If someday you'll pay me, I promise you. So I'd love to find out. But if Black Rifle Coffee Company, if you really like coffee, that's the way to go, man. That's the way to go.
You seen the bomb pop in the cup?
Bomb pop in a cup.
Yeah.
Bomb Pop in a cup.
It's in a cup.
Tell me what you're saying.
Bomb pop.
Tell me more.
Tell me more. I mean, like, where was
With
this?
spoons, they got a stick sticking out of the cup.
You got to show me on that deal.
But I did find out that International Market carries 3 flavors of bomb pop.
Oh, did you go?
Yeah.
Twice.
Yesterday.
Oh,
and
yeah?
today.
They'll have
They
it
have
all.
the
That's what
original.
Pepper's
Cajun weekend sounds great. Just give me a heads up and I'll make the trip.
$1.49.
Hurricane. We did it last year, man. We're going to do it again. We got to find out a date. Cajun weekend or Woo Woo weekend was awesome. We'll make it happen.
Maybe we can come this year.
World champion jambalaya cookers. Some of the best food I've ever had in my life.
I'm here to tell you, that weekend is epic.
Damon Blue, you're the man. Still the man.
Crawfish
I hope you're
etouffee.
watching. That crawfish etouffee, crawfish and shrimp.
Was it shrimp too?
He put shrimp in there too, I
Man.
thought. Anyway, I don't care what was in it. It's the best dang thing I ever had. Tops.
Woo Woo made a duck gumbo
Yeah.
and a shrimp creole.
What's that? What's that he's showing me? What
He
is
said
this?
Bomb pop in a cup.
Bomb pop in a cup. It ain't a cup. It's got to be bomb cup.
Bomb.
Oh, get
Cup.
down. Original cup.
And they got the flavor.
And a watermelon. They ain't got no sugar free.
They got watermelon ones at International
You
Market.
don't see no sugar free.
I don't see no sugar free, but I didn't know they made them in no cup. Bro, you can send me some of them.
Popsicle cups.
Original Bomb Pop Company. You'd like me to try these newfound cups? Go ahead and send them to me.
So last week, Alan Smith recommended and turned me on to these Kit Kat bars. Ice
Oh,
cream
my
bars.
goodness.
Oh, we talked about this on the show.
Yes.
Why was this
I
a
went
thing?
and found them.
Okay, you found these?
Yeah.
And
You ate them all.
Yeah.
so, besides the camera
Yeah.
adding 10 pounds,
So does Kit Kat bars.
so does Kit Kat
Yes.
ice cream bars from
They are
Sam's.
good. There was
So,
12 in there, and I'm not going
how
to
many is
I'm
it?
not ashamed. I
Do
had 8
math.
of them. I ate 8 of them.
8
8 of them.
In 2 days. Though.
in 2. You ate 8 in 2 days?
Yeah.
It took you 2 days to eat 8? That's the way
Try to
I
pay
say
for
it.
it.
That's rookie stuff.
I know.
So damn you, Alan.
God, that math is mathing, son.
Was it that Sam?
They were at
I actually
Sam's.
got them at the Walmart.
Oh.
But I mean, obviously Sam's.
It's a
has-
Kit Kat what?
Kit Kat ice cream cone.
Cone?
It's a sugar
Like
cone,
a-
but it's got like the wafer filling on the
Yeah.
inside.
Oh, you know, like a Nutty Buddy ice cream cone?
I had the Kit Kat ice cream bar, but never.
No.
No, it's a cone.
This
It's
the
a
cone.
Son. 'Cause I've had the Snickers one. I've had them all.
All right. So we're not very long to Christmas. We're about 10 days in
Nearby.
Is it this month?
to Christmas Day. Yeah, it is this month.
It's the 14th, so we got
I mean,
11 days.
11 days.
I mean, including today, we have 11. So this day's over. You can't shop today. So, and not that you can shop Christmas. Huh?
Amazon's open all night.
That's right.
What's it, Mike G?
It is.
.com.
.com. So, but anyway, tomorrow's December 15th, 10 days to Christmas Day. You don't really have a whole lot of shopping. Who's not watching the show?
Kriegler.
God, Craigley, you know what time it is.
And you can
See,
shop.
And
At
I
Sweet
got
Spot of
my
mine.
wedding anniversary is
That big
Saturday,
deal, though.
your wedding
That's it,
anniversary is
Jim.
this Saturday.
.com.
16th. So I gotta. That comes priority first, and then Christmas.
Okay, so you bought that gift first? Okay, all right, cool.
I'm working on it.
You have two.
All right, I have.
He didn't get his text.
All right.
We all know that I married way up.
Yeah.
We all did.
We all know
Yeah.
that.
So I've got to do something right Saturday.
We've
Yeah,
all
yeah.
done
How
that.
many years?
What are you
is
going to do then?
It'd be 20.
This is anniversary.
TV.
3 or 4.
You might ought to figure that
You
out
better
first.
figure out the right number.
Yeah, you better get that one
I'm
right
close.
first.
Because
real close.
on the
Hey,
card, you
hey.
can't write happy anniversary 23 or 4.
Hey, at least he knows the day.
Yeah.
So
23.
23?
23. Yep.
All right. So I have a question. It being almost Christmas, think about what was your best ever Christmas present? Like as a kid, what was it? What was it that you were? Oh, dumpling. That was
Red
my
Ryder BB gun.
Some fool tried to eat
Mini
that.
bike.
yeah. Red. You had a what?
Mini bike.
Mini bike.
And that's when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real.
That's what they
you
look
ain't gotta
like.
tell them that. This is a family show. Kids
Oh.
watch this show.
Sorry. He's real.
If you believe Santa Claus is real.
I hope
Mark,
I need some coke.
hey, you know
There
when
he
you,
is.
hey, when you call somebody out on the show, they answer back. Mark Krieger said, "Butt dial, watching the show." So Mark,
An Atari.
Atari 2600. What? About what year? 83, 82,
Oh my goodness.
somewhere.
I am old.
I didn't have an Atari. I had a Activision.
Activision.
I had a stick.
That was
Activision.
that was his favorite Christmas
And some
gift.
plastic soldiers to play out in the backyard.
Activision had this. It looked like a cell phone. And it had little buttons, looked like almost like a keypad on top.
Yeah,
It had two little buttons on the side, and it had this little disc that you use.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It was awesome.
Oh, that wasn't good.
I loved it.
My parents were poor.
Yeah.
I got underwear and socks. One year I got a 410.
Yeah.
I used to get the stockings filled with grapefruit, orange.
Oh, yeah.
Was that great? Was that grandmother?
Yes.
Yeah.
My
One
grandmother
thing we
too.
did get in the
Is it
stocking
mixing
every year
nuts
was,
and
you
fresh
remember
fruit?
the
All kind
book
of
of
different nuts.
lifesavers?
And peppermint.
Peppermint,
Yeah, the
yep.
book of lifesavers.
And,
Hey,
Yeah, Book of
my
Life
buddy
Savers.
John Helms says he got a page out of the Sears wish book because the gift hadn't gotten here yet.
There you go.
Hey, I've got the pictures too.
Y'all remember the Sears wish book, man? That was
Yes.
great, man. Folding the pages, you folded, make sure your mom and dad saw that, man.
Do it 20 times.
Yeah.
When I was
You
a
had
kid,
that
the
Star
grocery
Wars
stores used to
at
give out
circle.
green stamps.
Yeah.
So we had the green stamp
Fill
catalog.
the book up.
Yeah, you fill
Yeah.
the book up
Yeah.
with green stamps and you
And then
get
you get
some.
the catalog and you pick out what you want, yeah?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what my parents did.
You had the Millennium Falcon all circled in that Sears catalog because that's what
you're
you.
already grown.
No, bro. 80s kids were. That's
80s.
That was the
We
best.
had kids
Yeah,
in there.
NFL starter jacket.
Yeah, from Sears.
Nice pro line. That's stunting right there, son.
That was the
Somebody, Charles Martin says, I'm so old, I remember getting a saddle for his dinosaur.
60s.
God, no.
70s.
60s and
70s.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the young, I guess me and you are the youngest in here, right, Daniel?
My mother was, she was
Looking that way, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 52.
I mean,
I'm
I
about
was
to be.
born, well, no, I'm younger than you, so
I'm about to be 52.
Two.
I was born in 76, so I just turned 47, so
I got married for the
Marine
first time
Corps.
in 79.
yeah.
In 1979.
Yeah. John Ham said that Packers starter jacket was hard to come by though. Yeah, you ain't lying. I think every kid in Mississippi wanted to be was a Packers fan because of Brett Favre. But yeah, those are fun. The Sears
My grandmother.
Sears
year.
wish list.
It was me and my brothers. Every year, one would get Lincoln Logs and one would get Tinker Toy.
Oh, I got
And
then
then
the
you
next
swap.
year, it would be switched. I
Yeah.
had enough Lincoln Logs to build a real log.
Yeah.
How about the erector set?
No,
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
they thought we'd kill each other if we had something like that.
Yeah, I never
too much
had
metal.
I
That
had
was a
Lincoln
tetanus
Logs,
shot waiting to happen.
though. Had a few Legos early
I think
on.
Yeah, I was a Lego
before
guy.
the Atari, I was a little younger. I got a big wheel.
Big wheel.
Oh, I had a big wheel.
Oh.
Okay.
What was the green one?
All right,
Green Machine.
Green Machine.
All right, so
Had that one, too.
I had a Night Rider.
That's the one that had the lever, not
Yes.
the wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a Dukes of Hazzard and a Night
I
Rider.
remember them.
That was
I never had a battery powered operator.
no. Never had a battery powered operated machine.
Kids did that.
And I had a John Deere pedal tractor.
Yeah, we had one of them.
I had a John Deere pedal tractor with a wagon behind it.
We had a radio flyer.
Yep.
Had a radio flyer.
With a removable side.
Yeah.
Look
Charles
here.
Martin says, my grandson told me I was the waiter at the Last Supper. Look here, Charles. I tell the jokes around here, son.
Yeah.
No, that was
Here.
a good one.
Yeah.
That was my first toy box.
Yeah, we got.
Then they come out with the ones with the rubber band. And the
You don't see this,
Wood plate.
but Mark Lambert's first toy box is right up under here, holding aluminum pans and whatnot.
Yeah, it's
That
goes.
moved from right over there, though.
Yep. It's probably
Yeah.
it's I don't know it's convenient here because you can walk through there now, but it's kind of a pain in the butt getting pans out of it.
It just holds different toys.
Yeah, it holds
Yeah.
different toys. But my uncle made me that, and then the cutting board that I use at home, my uncle made too. I'm still
Yeah.
using it.
Charlie says she got a Walkman. Remember that?
Oh,
yeah.
She's even younger than.
I
Yeah.
remember Walkman.
Yeah, I mean, I got a
Digital
Walkman. I was probably
Close to high school.
high school around,
And
and
then
then
AM radio because FM wasn't invented yet.
yeah. Oh wow.
And that's no joke. That was no joke.
Transistor? You had to plug that in? Yeah. I got you.
And when you got to be a teenager, you could put the FM converter in your car.
I had one.
Yeah.
You poked a little
Kids
button,
nowadays do not know or appreciate
No.
Negative.
what what we got as kids.
Yeah, because I had that when I started driving. I had that mounting kit that came out of the ground, that came out of the floorboard of the car, and you had to put your Sony Discman in that mounting kit because there was no such thing as a CD player being in your car.
Yeah.
That thing would vibrate like crazy. Then you had that tape player, that tape that plugged into the side that you could put it in your tape player and it'd play your CDs
Yeah.
off that auxiliary cord. It was crazy.
See, we didn't even have CDs back then. We
Yeah.
had 8-track.
Yeah.
Eight-track.
Yeah.
Or
And
4-track.
No, I never had the 8-tracks. I always
4-track was
CDs.
first. Oh, look, I showed somebody the other day there was an 8-track that I was watching. Let me show you something. And I showed them how to, and it sucked it all back up in there and everything. They thought that was, I said, yeah.
Or how you rewind like a
Yeah.
cassette
Oh,
tape
you
with a
got
pencil.
cassette deck in your car, you had to have a pencil.
That's right. You had to have a pencil. Alan Nichols said got a bicycle and put a card in a spoke.
Oh, yeah.
Motorcycle.
A real good sound. G-Man had an 8-track. Yeah, I bet G-Man had an 8-track.
And he didn't know no better. There was probably a Nolan Ryan rookie car.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
didn't know.
Yeah. If I had all the baseball cards that I wrecked, so But yeah, I just thought I'd bring up a little Christmas nostalgia.
Nostalgia, yeah. Walk
And,
down memory lane.
Yeah,
But that's still, I mean, we got away from it some, but nowadays, the way the kids are nowadays, they don't even know what Christmas means. They don't know.
It's
All they
about-
know
it's
is
all about the gift.
What can I give you?
Yeah.
What can I get?
because I'm gonna tell you, nobody lives through the Hard Rock Candy Christmas anymore. We did. I mean, it wasn't always, but I don't think we went without very much.
No.
I'm guilty. Well, I'm guilty of it.
No,
So
but
I
like,
bought my.
You know,
she's not
I
listening.
was
I bought my
raised,
daughter a new
when I was
iPhone
younger,
15 today.
I was raised Catholic. My grandfather was
I
very
shouldn't,
devout
but I just did.
Catholic.
Yeah,
So we were at midnight mass, you know what I mean, on
Yeah.
Christmas. We were at church
yeah.
Christmas, which is, the whole reason for this holiday to start with.
There you go, Big Jim.
Here we have
We halfway through yet.
We got
the old school
dumplings.
dumpling.
Yeah, we're 40 minutes in.
I
Why?
I'm gonna set that pie out.
Oh, okay.
Thin
Golly.
just a little.
Golly bum.
I need about half that.
What I got for Christmas was a bowl of dumplings.
Yeah. Best Christmas gift ever.
That's right. So,
You want some, Jim?
if you ever got next day gumbo, and you wanna, I don't know why you would have next day gumbo, but if you have a big old pot of gumbo and you're like, hey, I want to switch this up, well, heat it back up and throw you some dumplings in there.
Oh, look at that. Chicken bone, chicken bone.
There might be a chicken bone or two in it
Yeah.
because we put them there tie bones back in there.
Is that
Just let
from,
me know that's some flavor.
Saturday's
Oh,
chicken we cooked?
This is not. No,
No.
I made stock at home with that.
Did you?
This is with one pack that was left over.
That was a nice little tie.
They were.
Charles Martin says, we didn't ever have too much when I was growing up. I remember we was all sitting around the table, 5 of us. The lights went off out one night and we was eating chicken. And when the lights came back on, I had 4 forks stuck in the back of my hand.
Reach for the last piece, didn't you?
That's right.
Now
Jenny
then.
said she got a kitten caboodle. I don't even know what that is.
That's what they call the whole kitten caboodle. Here's some yellow
The whole
can.
thing?
No, it was a doll.
A kitten caboodle?
Yeah, I think one of my kids had one. I think it was a doll.
It had to
Ooh.
have been Jim. You had one, girl.
I'm gonna tell you,
This is good.
that chicken bone kind of like if you got the baby in the king cake.
I don't know if any of y'all had it or not, but my dad, I know the first grill we had at our house, I remember it was those black ones in the ground
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was square and open.
So it's
Like
like
a
one of
park or
those,
something.
like at a
Like
park
a
or camp
over here.
camp grill. Makeup.
3,359
Let Melinda
pounds.
sauce go.
So what?
Oh, a kitten caboodle was a makeup case.
Oh, man, that's what it was.
I didn't
Yeah, I
ever
never
get
got
one.
one.
That's a good thing.
Oh my gosh, Mark Lambert.
Are they right?
Son.
There's some yellow can. There's some hot
Oh,
sauce.
I think you need
Danny's got over there.
Box this up. It's toxic. I'll get rid of it.
Oh my gosh.
Those are, man, this is cold weather.
Excuse
Stick to
me.
your bones.
I'm gonna need
And I
a
was
minute.
just fixing to
Well,
say, this is
well, I
so good
thought
if
it was.
it's kind of cool outside.
Dumpling gumbo.
Oh,
Mm.
No, it's mashed potatoes gumbo. That's what I thought.
That right there.
That's what we did at the 10th annual.
Yeah.
Annie.
Yeah, I
We
thought
did
that's
mashed
what-
potatoes and cheesy gumbo.
It was like gumbo dip.
Yeah, it was great.
But you got a little chicken thigh and a dumpling with some creamy gumbo gravy. It don't get much better.
Charlie says, does it really have squirrels in it? No, it doesn't have squirrels in it.
It has
one
a
squirrel. Merle.
Merle the squirrel.
Merle the squirrel.
Now he hadn't got tender yet because we put him in a little late, but he's right there.
There you go.
When he gets tender enough, he's gonna fall apart And
That's Merle the
then
squirrel.
he'll be in the mix.
So to answer your question, it's not squirrels. It's singular.
Merle.
Merle.
Merle the tripod squirrel.
I shot one of his legs off.
Oh, did you?
Was it trespassing?
Was he trespassing? Oh, goodness.
He might have been trying to get that corn out of that deer feeder.
I ain't no doubt.
Damn squirrel's on the wrong side of the poles.
That's right.
There's a whole new take on
This is it.
gumbo, I'm telling you.
This is really good. I mean,
Them gumbo purists can be mad, but I ain't.
I ain't mad at this at all.
And y'all, we put our water in there and our Trinity. We put in jarred Savoy's roux.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it took a half a jar.
Yeah.
For all that. I know plenty of showing up bona fide Cajuns that use jarred Savoy's roux.
Yep.
So
They
it is
sell
a
it in Louisiana. They're not mad at it. down
Yeah,
there.
it's allowed.
Yeah. The pilot.
Gumbo?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You are missing out. What am I missing out on? Candace says I'm missing out.
Yeah.
You are missing out. Not me. I'm eating it.
This has got some Caden Blake Andouille Mountain View sausage in it.
Oh, really?
It's got some Best Stop Andouille sausage. It's got a little bit of Kaneka, spicy sausage.
Oh,
Since we got into gas line today. Look, gas line.
Got a little bit of all that. But gumbo should be made out of what you got.
that's right. Whatever's in the freezer.
Mhm.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. That is some kind of satisfying.
Charlotte says she never had squirrel, so she's missing out. Yeah. Does it taste like acorns? No.
Negative.
I mean,
The steak
I know
tastes
it's
like
an honest question.
the steak tastes like corn.
Yeah. Yeah, the steak tastes like corn. No.
Squirrel's one of them deals that tastes like what you make it.
Yeah. Squirrel's
Look.
kind of like chicken. Whatever you marinate it in is what it's going, or cook it in is what it's going.
Look at here.
Hopefully y'all learned how to make dumplings anyway.
I'm gonna tell you, this is fine.
For your chicken and dumplings, boil your chicken till it's tender, pull it out. Pick your meat off, throw your bones back in, and cook it for another couple of hours. Put some onion, celery,
Yeah.
and carrot, and then strain all that off and season it.
Did you point at me? You pointed at me when you said celery because you know I don't have it. First time I ever made dumplings on my own. I've probably told this story. I was talking to Mark the whole way.
Everything was iced over.
Yeah, everything. It was snowing. Everything was iced over. And I said, I'm making chicken and dumplings. I might need your help. I was talking to him on the phone. He said, well, you got any celery? I said, no, I don't like it. He said, well, you got to have some. And then he said, hold on. So he hung up the phone with me. About 15 minutes later, here he shows up at my door. He got celery in his hand. I said, that's a good friend right there.
That's how important I think it is.
Ice on the road. He bringing me celery.
Then I come back by his house and took some dumplings to the house.
That's right. Because it was the first time me trying, like, I was rolling out dumplings and I made my own dumplings and everything. It turned out pretty good.
Sure did.
it got the Maddie seal of approval, and
Huh.
Maddie Lambert don't shy enough. Just
Oh,
give
no.
everybody seal of approval on dumplings now.
That's her favorite.
So
We'll see how Maddie goes for the dumpling.
yeah, she had dumplings before.
She has not. I'm gonna take her a container of them tonight.
Not a home mission.
Yeah.
She probably ain't yet, but she will be.
Mongo.
Those are good.
I'm gonna tell you. But Louisiana can't be too mad at us when we cooking in this Magnolite.
That's right.
Mama's Magnolite, they can't be upset. Or Mimi's, Meemaws.
Son, them are good. I done had a scoop and a half, and I want more.
Yeah,
You want more?
Just a hair more.
just a hair more.
Woo. That's good. Good, ain't it, Jim?
Man,
And don't forget something good. Don't forget this.
Does that help? That's a ticket, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know when it's quiet, it's good. Amen to that.
And then, yeah,
This stuff will make a Baptist church say hush.
real Cajun food. It's Cajun gumbo. It's going to have some bones in it.
And I can say that because I am one.
This is borderline, like, I don't know which better now, chicken and dumplings or dumpling.
I don't know, bro. This batch of dumplings right here is pretty good.
The gravy's so creamy and smooth.
I don't know. That's a tough decision.
I like chicken and dumplings.
Your chicken and dumplings or dumplings? Oh man,
No, now.
I don't know. That's
I
tough.
think I have to choose one or the other.
This is what you call fusion cooking.
Wouldn't turn down either.
Yeah.
Mm.
My goodness. Oh,
And we got a pretty good mix of chicken that's cooked apart and
yeah.
chunks of chicken, too.
Well, some of y'all say room for dessert.
Bring
I
it.
know y'all were tired of my peanut butter pie. So I went,
So you made chicken wing pie?
Something.
Oh,
Peanut
never
butter
mind.
cake.
I went outside the box
Oh, heck no!
and made us a little treat.
A Vienna sausage pickle pie.
Nope. Never mind. I'll dip back in here. God, I think I'll have a popsicle. I'm sorry, Daniel. Most ideas you have are pretty good. That ain't it.
I'm going to have to try it.
Bro.
Put it on camera. People might like
Put it on.
Well, come talk about it, Daniel.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay.
Give us the play-by-play on this little Randy Travis.
Randy Travis.
Who's tried it?
How high were you when you talked to
Yeah.
No, someone through internet.
Don't listen to everything you see on the internet
One.
because that kind of thing happens.
Oh, I thought it looked interesting. So I went to the store the other day in Hernando, got some pie crust and got the ingredients. And took me a little while to find the clear gelatin.
Oh, please don't
So-
talk about it.
So I had to go home and experiment with the clear gelatin, and I got it down to where it's clear. So I did my, 2 cans of Vienna sausages.
Did you save the juice out of the Viennas and put in there?
No, I did not.
Is that
That
what
would have
made it
flavored that
No,
clear
right.
gelatin.
I had to drain the pickles and wash the Viennas and then put them in there and then let it set with the gelatin up 24 hours. And there we go.
Well,
So,
there you have it.
I'm not man enough to try it.
What the heck is on top?
Oh, whipped cream and sprinkles.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I mean, that's,
When you come
festive.
through the door, I thought it was coleslaw. That made more
Oh.
sense.
But, I mean,
It is Jill.
it is gelatin. It's solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
I
set
mean,
good.
oh, yeah, it's set. You're more of a man than me.
Like
So,
they said
Please don't eat that in front of me.
Hey, in shop class, they said if you make it, you got to try it.
well, I failed shop class.
Please don't eat that in front of me.
Look,
It kind of says.
Don't put that in that dumpling bowl.
Let me get you a special plate.
Oh
for
my
that.
God!
It might be
I'm
right
glad
down
I'm
here.
not going home with Mark.
Hang on, let me get you.
Copeland bowl.
Oh, you messing me up, son.
I can
I'm trying to eat my dumplings, and you
Would
are.
you rather have some brains and milk?
No, heck no.
Here you go, Mark. Here's your pie plate.
Oh,
And
no,
then,
he done. He
Oh,
done
it's already in there.
Late now.
well, for those of you,
Oh.
for those of you that don't want to venture and try, I do have the standard peanut butter pie that it's all right. But
Ashley had the exit stage left.
Yeah.
He loses dumplings.
if you want to keep them for Mark or Weston, that's fine.
Brace, if you wonder why Mark can't get out of the bathroom after a while,
God.
it's this pie.
I got to get a little
Don't do
of
it.
everything.
Don't do it. You talking about weak, son? That's making me weak.
Nah, then
You got to get a little of that there whipped cream and sprinkle.
That's a-
when the person that cooked it
I'm not mad at it.
won't taste it. I'm not.
The fact that man said I'm not mad.
Well, I mean, he's on his third bite.
You might want to rethink this partnership.
Oh, you go up with something?
Susan, you try it?
From the
I
beautiful mind.
I don't think that's more.
He's digging back in for more.
Man, if there's pickles involved, I'm
Come
usually in
on,
there.
bruh. Look, from the beautiful mind that created Gumplins, how in the world can your palate stand that?
Especially on top of gumplings.
Oh, yeah.
The pickles and all are better without the vine.
Oh, yeah. I use the Vienna sausage for catfish bait.
I'm gonna have to.
No, you throw them in your boat,
Hmm.
and they're still there 2 or 3
Well-
years later, and you're hungry.
Better than I expected.
And stale pack of crackers too.
Please.
I don't eat them.
It
but-
like
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
I actually had a he's had a
you're
little,
gonna have to move that from my
he had a
eyesight.
mild panic attack. Of
Oh my gosh.
I've known Mark for a long time now, and I've learned you got to think outside the box.
That's out.
Way outside.
Way-
Yeah.
I mean, you're
No.
way a 5-year-old.
Bro.
I mean, who would have thought to put peanut butter on wings? But it worked.
Chinese.
I'm with you.
It worked.
But if you would move that out of my eyesight,
But yeah, I mean, at least peanut butter.
Exit stage
cooking,
left
That's been
even.
around a minute.
I can't even look at it.
Shoot a call.
And I like those things. I like those things separately and together. But do not. But the
Get it
gelatin
away.
makes it nasty. You
No,
gotta-
it's flavorless, Joe.
bruh, it makes it look nasty. You might as well just squirted mustard on top
A
of it.
snot pie.
Oh,
We
yeah.
probably got
Snot
some around.
pie.
He just said snot pie. I'm out. We're gonna have to cut the podcast off.
Cut it short tonight.
Yeah.
How about some peanut butter pie to top it off?
Well, it's gonna top yours off a whole lot different than it's gonna top mine off. Yes, peanut butter pie, please. Unless you put any sausage in it, then I'm out.
No, there's
No,
no.
traditional peanut butter pie,
Okay,
but a new creation on this end.
dude, that's nice.
You got a 10 for creativity.
Hey,
No, no, you didn't.
parents, right?
Yeah.
This is the first, y'all. This is the first thing ever on Old School that actually was eaten.
That I ain't eating.
Yeah.
You can bet your bottom dollar on that.
A vine, pickle, jello, Randy Travesty.
Yeah, Randy Travesty for sure. God, head cheese in pie form. Exactly.
Pretty much. The pickles really do it justice, though. The pickle's the best part.
Ain't nothing do that justice.
So the vinegar and the pickle sets off the whipped cream
Here.
and sprinkles.
I got to get it out of my eye line.
Now, a bite of the vine just kills it, but the rest of it's pretty good.
I got to get it out of my eye line. I can't believe you ate that.
I had a feeling he would try it, to be
I
honest,
can hear Tracy now.
but I didn't think.
Mark, come to bed. What's taking you so long in there?
I'm adventurous that way.
I'm gonna tell you the appearance of it threw me off so bad.
He like He like winced when you put it brought it
When
down.
you brought it out, I was like, "Oh, do you want some pie?" I was like, all excited. And then you put that down. It's like drinking unsweet tea when you think you got sweet tea. You want to spit it out.
Okay. So Susan, how is the traditional pie?
Traditional's good.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we've had that one. That's an everyday
It
deal.
about made me not want to eat anything in pie form ever. You about messed up even the numbers 3.14 for me. Hey, that's pie, Spencer, if you don't understand that. 3.14.
3.14 what? 2 what?
It keeps carrying
2,
on.
3, he's on the off.
And he said that don't affect him up in the sky.
It might.
And he's gonna do a loop.
Well, then I'm out too.
Yeah.
A stump pie.
Now that,
That's better.
now that is legit.
Miss Candace, you know, she asked, ain't nobody else going to be adventurous? I don't
No.
call that adventurous. I don't call bungee jumping adventurous either.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Huh?
That's, yeah.
No.
I do that.
Golly.
Mike,
Now that right there-
I figured you might go
That's fine.
try it too.
I wanted another one.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
I wouldn't eat that.
I'm curious too. I probably saw the same things you saw. I'm like, how does this go together?
Like I said, I saw it on the internet. I thought, hey, that might be fun.
There's a
I
lot of
saw
crazy.
somebody made it in a bunt pan.
There's a
and
lot of
turned it
crazy.
out.
Oh, I did
Really?
too. I saw that.
I didn't see that.
But there's a lot of crazy people on the internet.
That's a lot of gelatin to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to mix up a whole lot of gelatin. Ooh, this is still frozen right here.
It
This
took
is
me a
where
minute to
it's
find clear, unflavored
Mhm.
gelatin.
Oh yeah.
I didn't find it until I got Fernando, but I was pretty proud of it.
at. What's them folks in Hernando
I think
made?
you wasted $5.
5, it was like 9 or 10.
You can't spend $9 on
Pie
that.
crust was 4. Jar
Oh,
of pickles,
Lord.
2 jars of Vienna, whipped cream.
Ruined 2 good jars of Vienna sauce.
So you could have actually brought 2 peanut butter pies.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
ruined a good jar.
You definitely ruined a good jar of pickles. God, this pie is legit right
Oh,
We
here.
should at least use Mark's garlic pickle.
Oh,
No, not that.
I'm full of
He said ketchup is that. And he said no.
No.
I'm flush.
Todd said, I'm good.
I took a little bite of Mark. I could have tossed my cookies and had a real bite.
Yeah.
I tossed my cookies. I almost tossed my cookies just watching him eat it.
Yes, you did.
He said, "Oh, you go not in the gambling bowl."
Don't mess up the sanctuary of that Gumpling Bowl by jacking up with that pie. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, these are gonna sit up a little hard. I'm probably gonna have to add a little bit of liquid. Merle here.
Well, I wanted to grab another
He's
bowl.
Merle. He's about
He's
almost.
soaking up some stuff.
He's
man.
almost tender,
I want me a to-go bowl of that.
and that's blackened in some Riley's Firefly dust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're gonna be
I'm
plenty.
full now.
You don't send your piece
Negative.
to white.
No.
Don't bring it to my house.
No.
Buck's playing ball over here.
Buck's on in his own little world.
Spencer's going to where you going? North Carolina?
Yeah.
Snowskin, Borden.
Oh, yeah? You flying yourself?
I wish. No.
Huh?
I wish.
Yeah.
We're driving.
I'm driving to St. Louis tomorrow. Washington, Missouri,
Pick
actually.
up on the phone.
I'm going to tell you.
For one of my friends to fly to.
This.
You checking you a cooler up there?
Out in the Georgia.
This is nice.
Kowski's downtown on West Forest.
6,700.
Oh, yeah.
Stony.
Who is it?
You going up to Washington, Missouri?
Stonies.
You going up to St. Louis?
Why so much?
Through St. Louis, yeah.
Yeah, because Stony's.
They ran
Oh, I'm gonna have a Dagwood on the way.
Yeah, Overly's. You know, Pikatowski is on West Fourth in downtown St. Louis.
I won't be going that far. I'll be going west.
Yeah. He's going to Washington out west.
Yeah.
You have plenty to eat.
Yeah.
You go downtown to Pikatowski, if you can't read Russian or Polish, you better be able to look through that glass jar and see what you're looking at.
Pikatowski's.
Pikatowski.
As long as it ain't no
Have
Viennas,
all that, they make real meat.
Viennas
real
and
meat.
pickles, I think we are.
They make real meat and goat milk cheese.
All right, I'll take
Homemade
notes.
bread.
It didn't go over so well. I'll do something different next time.
Bruh.
Well, what did your family think when you was cooking it?
I'm going to tell you.
They thought you'd lost your marbles.
I got some pretty strange looks and
Well,
questions, but
Daddy's drinking again.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you. Now look at the difference. Both of those were vesseled in a pie crust. They both had good potential. But then when you started mixing the ingredients of one, it didn't quite live up to the other. So I have to compare the two and say, look what that pie crust could have been. You really wasted the life of that pie crust.
That's like
All right.
Christian in the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
how would I have scored
Huh?
in a contest? Ancillary division, dessert
You got
category.
DQ.
That'd have been, nobody would have ate it.
He was marked.
But you'd have to.
No.
And one in
I would have
all
walked out. If I was a judge and that was an ancillary and that showed up on my table, I would have said, I'm out. What y'all doing? Because that ain't
Oh,
happening.
I thought you was gonna drink some
And
milk.
nobody else
Milk with
would
his
have
pie.
been able to taste it.
Then all of a sudden he was
I
like,
would eat that one.
order it in his gumbo.
Nobody else would have been able to taste it because judge number one would put a little something extra on top of that pie.
Yeah. Well,
Cool it, and this will loosen it up so it won't be like cake.
and we can get all that goodie off the side.
I tried straight. I kept it straight.
All right. So the pie was great, but we can't end this thing.
Without
Candace Rogers says, y'all know there is a Vienna sausage ancillary coming up.
Thank you.
get down.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Daniel. Waste your $50.
Hey,
Just give me $50
Hey.
and I'll kick you.
I will pay your interest.
I was going to say,
fees
I'm
if you
looking
get
for
it
a
out.
Yeah.
sponsor.
Yes, I will go halfsies. How about that?
That
Jim?
sounds good. I'm in.
If you go to that contest, I'll pay halfsies
That
for
might
you.
score as good as Crystal Island chicken fried ribeye.
Yeah, it might. Is that at the shed? Where is that at?
What?
The Vienna sausage ancillary.
It's in Alabama.
It's in Alabama. At the Alabama State Championship.
Lower Alabama.
That Friday night.
All right,
Merle
That's-
ain't quite there yet.
January.
You'll get there.
Well,
You'll
Ah.
get there.
hold on. You just jacked me up again.
What I do?
You moved that pot. I'm sitting there looking at the awful pie.
I'm going to have to rethink my Christmas gifts.
Well, just give that to your neighbor if you're gonna give it to me. I hate to be a bad receiver, but you ain't gotta do all that to me. You ain't gotta be that nice.
Just let out no.
You ain't gotta be that nice to me. Just bring me a box of popsicles. Or bring me a peanut butter pie. But it better not be no Viennas in it. I'm out.
Vienna peanut butter pie.
Now, if you fry some chicken wings.
I have to admit,
yeah,
Well, I try you some
those
chicken
peanut butter
wings.
pies are always
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't tell them.
Now,
Very good.
if
having a-
Candace was here, she'd be tearing that peanut butter pie up.
Yeah.
She's a peanut butter fiend.
Bruh. I'm gonna have to pray over that pie.
I'll make it
I'm gonna
like
pray
that.
for Daniel because that's Satan right there. That is pure D Satan. God. That's the devil and his demons right there in pie form.
Try to be creative and just get
knocked down.
I'm sorry, brother.
Judas served it at
You
the
better
last
paint by
supper.
number or something, huh?
They hard on
Judas
you,
served
dog.
it at the last supper.
Yeah.
I bet.
Here you go, Jesus. I brought something, and it's that.
You can't divide that and get nothing.
Uh huh.
No.
No. Negative.
Well,
You
see,
might-
see if I make it for you again.
Dang.
I
I
know how
mean,
much you like me if you do.
yeah.
Daniel, push that arm real good.
You gonna pray for him now?
I am. I'm gonna pray for I pray for my friend Daniel all the time, but really, I'm gonna throw in two. Oh my goodness.
Just keep my daughter in your prayers. Don't
I
worry about
will.
me.
We
She
will.
did had a good checkup, so we're happy.
Well, we will on that deal. Glad to hear Sarah Morgan's doing great, and
And G-Man's coming around.
G-Man's
Yep.
coming around. Also keep Caden Blake in your prayers. He's having surgery tomorrow. We're fixing to call you here in just a minute, buddy, and we'll pray with you over the phone. But so thankful for the season. Thankful for this holiday season and this Christmas season. Anytime somebody says happy holiday to me, I say Merry Christmas. Don't hit me with happy holidays, man.
No.
The
Yeah.
doctor today, the nurse
I
practitioner,
corrected my doctor.
she said, happy holidays. And Jim said, where I'm from, we say Merry Christmas. She said, me too, Merry Christmas.
I love it. I really like what Mark Lambert, I had to call you out a little bit. Really like what you did the other day with your Christmas tree and how you explained that. Everything's the symbolism of the season and the reason for the season. Every day ought to be a little Easter and a little Christmas. We ought to remember the birth. We all should remember the life of Jesus and how he lived and how he gave us a blueprint for our lives. And we fall short of that daily. But also how he died on the cross for us. And I told Mark about this the other day that I saw a video of Tim Tebow, and y'all know Tim Tebow's been a big part of our ministry, of our daily devotions we read. But he put out a video talking about how in our society we talk a lot about value, and how we value things is what somebody's willing to pay for it. And so when we look at the value of our lives, look at the value that God put on it. He paid the ultimate price for our life, for my life and your life and everyone here. So we start looking at value, man, that's it. And it's a season of deals, man. We try to go out and buy Christmas gifts on a budget these days, and looking for the best deal. But, when God went to pay for our life, he didn't look for the deal. He bankrupted heaven and gave us all he had. And so I just saw that. I told Lambert about that the other morning. It kind of hit me. And man, if you don't live every day like that, what God paid for you.
Like you said, it's value is the price that people
Are willing to
are
pay.
willing to pay.
And God didn't look for a deal. He paid it all. He paid above and beyond. So thank y'all for watching. We're fixing to pray it out. And thank y'all for watching. But I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. We're going to be here next week, too. By the way, it's somebody's birthday this week, next Thursday. Buck knows. It's somebody's birthday. And I would have to say it's my co-host, Mark Lambert. It's his birthday next Thursday. So my birthday fell on a Thursday, and so did Mark Lambert's birthday fall on a Thursday. So
Usually my birthday, we have chicken and dumplings. I'm not chicken dumplings. We have cabbage rolls.
cabbage roll.
That's what I always ask every
Mom
year.
to me.
My mom will make cabbage rolls.
Yeah.
So Mama's coming.
So Miss Bobby's coming.
We're having cabbage rolls.
We're gonna have cabbage rolls next Thursday.
We're gonna have a pot made, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna make another pot
Yeah.
on the show, just show you how to make them. So you ain't all J and seeing us eat them and don't know how to make them.
Yeah. And I'm telling you to show up. If you don't, it's your fault. If you don't know what goes down here, like on Thursday nights, like Big Jim and Miss Susan are always here, and Daniel and everybody. Hey, we
Come
try.
early. We have just as much fun before the show.
That's right, as we do on the show.
Yeah, if you was here, you would have had there wouldn't be any ABTs left. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
And Daniel took care of half of them.
Amen about that.
Hey,
Daniel ain't mad at that.
You was able to pick them up without getting sacked.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't looking.
He had to unhook the alligator clips because he had them electrified a while ago. All right, let's pray it out. But we're gonna see y'all next Thursday for Mark Lambert's birthday and Christmas week and everything like that. So let's pray it out. Our gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for this season. Thank you for these people. Lord, just thank you for your grace and your mercy, and thank you for loving us when we don't deserve it, Lord. Thank you for your gift of salvation. Thank you for dying on the cross for us. Thank you for giving value to our lives, even in the midst of sin, Lord. Thank you for all these things. Thank you for the people watching. Lord, may we be a blessing to one person out there, Lord. And thank you for allowing us to be your hands and feet. Thank you for the food we had tonight. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I want to thank Boars Night Out for sponsoring Popsicles and Prayer as always. Thank you for
White lightning, baby.
Original Bomb Pop Company. Hey, if you want to be a part of this, y'all get signed up. Send us some money or
Bomb Pop.
popsicles or something. Whatever. I'll take a hat and a T-shirt. It's cool. I'm pretty cheap.
We're still gonna be eating bomb pop.
Yeah, we're going to eat Bomb Pops. You might as well help us out. So, but thank y'all so much for watching.
Shout out to Mount Olive and buy any.
Armor.
That's not happening.
Armor.
In Mount Olive.
That's not happening, brother. All right. But thank y'all. That's nasty. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all come see. Don't get it. Move it. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all come see us next week. Love God and love people, y'all.
Eat some chicken and dumplings.
Eat some chicken and dumplings or even some dumplings.
Dumplings.
All right. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Get that pie out of my face.